In the beginning of 1974, it was my son Wally and I. We jumped on a bike and went to Ouray the first day and Lake City, and we just had a great time. And when we came back, we had to share it with somebody. So the big thing was Sherm Cooper and I were good friends. He came out and we did the ride that same year, I think. And there was 9 of us, and we had a Bobby and Al Unser. I was racing then. We were all racing against each other. And so we brought them on a ride, and that's where it all began, because it was a great first year and a great storytelling year the whole rest of the year. When you say the spirit, it was magnetic. Everybody talked about it the whole year, and that's when we began saying, we got to do something for the people we see every year. And that's where it started to turn around, where this thing is special, and there's something that we can do that's special. And as we got into this thing and thought about it, we started to police our own deals, stay on the trails, and try to be helpful in the towns. And we started a charity, and we could see the turnaround in the towns. The towns not only didn't mind us, but they enjoyed us. And it's been a big benefit for the towns, and it's paid off for us, because we changed the image of the motorcycle and the motorcycle rider by caring. And I think this is, in my opinion, the whole spirit of the ride.
It's really something special when you see everybody again once a year, and what the Colorado 500 does and how it touches so many people. Wow, it really is something special.
There's definitely a spirit to the Colorado 500, and I think it's everyone that's involved at every level.
Stan Simpson, I'm the technical director for the Colorado 500 Ride of Champions, and I'm also the chairman of the AMA Board of Directors. The AMA is making a lot of strategic changes to become the advocacy rights group for our 300,000 plus members, and we're spending a great deal of time to assist the local organizations like COVCO, Blue Ribbon Coalition, and TPA. We've got to do a lot to educate and work with the Forest Service and the other federal agencies to protect the single track trails that we use, and all of that takes time and effort. Time and effort relates to money. And so we're asking all the folks to contribute to help us.
My name is Don Riggle. I'm the Director of Operations for the Colorado 500. In addition to that, we did have the Colorado 500 Legal Defense Fund, which I ran. Now we have curtailed that, and we started with what's called the Trails Preservation Alliance, which is a full-blown 501c3 organization capable of taking donations. And our primary mission is keeping the single-track trails open in Colorado for events like the Colorado 500. If you want to see the Colorado 500 continue on events like this, or you want to come out here to Colorado on a vacation, you need to support organizations that are trying to keep trail riding, OHV recreation open in Colorado. If you don't, it's going to go away, simple as that. Or you're going to be nothing but doing riding roads. But I can tell you, what you see today is not what you're going to see next year.
You can see the dozens of riders who have come from all over the country, all over the world, to be a part of Wally Dallenbach's Charity Motorcycle Ride, the Ride of Champions. Peeking out from behind the scenes, always back there doing some work, Reed Nordine from Team Green. Welcome to the 33rd Colorado 500, man.
That sounds great, 33rd. That's awesome.
How many years for you? You've been here for over half of these.
Well, Kawasaki's been involved for probably close to 20 years, and I've been here for over 10.
We're talking about the spirit of the Colorado 500 this year, as it is the 33rd year, and I know it's one of the events that you look so forward to every year, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, it's an outstanding event, outstanding people. Everything about it is just great. You know, everybody looks forward to coming. You know, the staff that I bring, are the best in the world, and I got a long line of guys that want to come. Everybody wants to volunteer to come to the Colorado 500. A guy that doesn't even get to ride wants to come here and be a part of it.
That truly is the spirit of the Colorado 500. And Reed, thanks to you and to all your crew in advance for all the hard work I know you're going to do this week. That's part of the spirit of the ride, is to catch up with old friends as we did this morning.
Absolutely. Once a year, get to see a familiar face and catch up on stories and events, and plan for a great week ahead.
Well, let's sneak this familiar face up into the camera. David, how are you?
Great, having fun. Yeah, always look forward to this, coming out every year, and with my son and nephew and my son-in-law. It's a great time.
How many years have you been on this ride now?
I think this is my 18th year, so in a row.
That's a tremendous record, and that's definitely the spirit of the ride. Guys, have a great week.
Thank you.
One of the fun things of the Colorado 500 is you're out walking through the compound and you run into motorcycle royalty. Tom White from White Brothers. Tom, great to see you on the Colorado 500 again.
Well, I'll tell you what, it isn't again for me. I'm a rookie, and they sang to me as I came in there. So a friend of mine, Mark Mitchell, invited me to come along, and I hadn't been invited since the early 90s, and boy, I just jumped all over it. And now that I'm here, boy, everybody I know is here. I guess I just somehow just kind of missed this boat all along, and I'm sure glad to be here.
We're up here with Dr. Mike Kaplan down from Wyoming. Mike, good to see you again. Are you ready for a great ride?
Definitely. Very excited.
How many years have you been on the ride now?
My second.
So last year, I know we had a couple of good days together. Have you got any specific trails mapped out for this year yet?
Well, if it's not too much snow, we'll do Timberline today, and then we're looking for that area where you need a snorkel as a mandatory equipment.
Ooh, I think that was a shot to last year's video. Thanks, Mike, for reminding me. We're catching up with Doug Drussel here at the Revlock truck. Doug, as always, you guys are working so hard trying to get these riders ready for the event. How's everything going?
Mark, it's going well. Been 26 years in a row, so it's been a really great experience. You just can't beat it.
Once that spirit gets into you, you just can't get it out.
Never. I always look forward to coming back every year and seeing all the good friends and riding in the wonderful places in this God-created country.
We're going to put Glenn on the spot and say, Glenn, thank you for all your help on the Colorado 500. Your spirit is definitely right there with the spirit of the Colorado 500. How many years have you been involved now?
I think 13.
It's an amazing number. What's it feel to you right here?
It's great. It's great to be a part of the family. This and the road ride. I've done it about 8 years. So,
what do you think is the spirit that drives the Colorado 500?
It's just all the people. The bikes are really incidental or coincidental to the event itself.
I think it's becoming more and more a family event. As more people come in and you bring in your buddies, it just becomes more about being together as a group and supporting your brothers out there riding and supporting the spirit of the ride.
We're stopping by with our longtime friend Brent Durfee from Dunlop Tires. Looks like it's been a pretty busy day over here for you today.
It's been a real busy 2 days. Actually, Saturday and Sunday today. It's been really busy, sold a lot of tires. We're actually out of tires now. We sold 200 tires. The sales of those tires, all the proceeds is going to the Trails Preservation Alliance. So that's going to help to keep the trails open so we can continue to do this. We're also selling tubes and mountain tires, and that money also goes to the TPA to help keep the trails open.
Well, that's awesome. That's definitely a factor in the spirit of the Colorado 500. You've been a rider yourself many years. Are you lucky enough to be riding with us this year?
Oh, you better believe it. You come out here, work for 2 days, then you get 5 days of good riding, and it's all worth it.
Hi everybody, Larry Rosser up here atop of Taylor Pass, day one. We got an early start. It's a beautiful day. The sun's out, the ground's wet. As you can see, I got a big smile on my face. So we got Bruce here. Bruce, where are you from?
Santa Cruz, California.
Santa Cruz. So far so good?
Great day so far. Looking forward to the rest of it.
The conditions are great so far.
It's beautiful up here. I can't believe it. I've never been over Midnight Mine Road in all the years I've been up here, and right next to wilderness, and it's just so peaceful up here. Traction's great. Having a great time.
And Todd Romano from Dragonfire Racing. No, it's Mark.
Larry, this is your old
my mistake. It's Motormouth himself.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Lloyd, and good morning to everybody up here on top of Taylor Pass. What a fantastic way to start off the 33rd run-in.
My cheeks hurt from smiling so much already. And it's a little chillier, but I tell you what, conditions are great. I love coming up that way.
Yeah, it's a different loop for us this year, and it was just perfect. So first couple riders up through. My rookie had some jetting issues, kept us from being up here on time. So Larry, thanks for filling in for me.
Rookie ride, first day. So what do you think so far?
Fantastic, fantastic.
And you're rookie to Colorado or just the Colorado 500?
Rookie riding in Colorado also. Mr. Ben Cheatwood invited me along this year, and I'm sure glad he did.
That's Todd Romano from Dragonfire Racing. You're sweating already, man. What's up?
I'm wearing my vinyl Parker. I thought we were going to get snow up here today.
Well, you're smiling. Conditions are great, huh?
It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. Absolutely amazing.
So now you're familiar with the Colorado Rockies. This is your first 500?
First Rocky ride ever. So the rocks are a little new to me. I'm used to soft sand, a little silt. This is all new. I love it.
Well, very cool, very cool. Glad to have you along. And who do we have here?
Dave Smoljan, 6 years, 6-year vet, and I am truly honored to be interviewed by Larry Rosser, my longtime hero. Fantastic.
Well, really, it's my pleasure. I'm glad you're on the Colorado 500. You got a big smile on your face. Everything's good.
It can't get any better.
Checking in with Brad Schwartz and Jim Racy. You guys are longtime Colorado trail riders. Even us locals look forward to this week, and what a great way to start it off, huh?
It's a beautiful day. We got the weather cleared out and it should be sunshine.
No dust on anybody's goggles this morning?
It's awesome. This is really great. We're fantastic and fortunate to be here. It's a great time.
Not a KLR, is it?
It's mine!
Struggling in this very tricky water crossing midway down on Taylor Pass. And it's going to get a little longer. Tiptoeing his way and throwing a big roost as he's got his wheel stuck behind a rock. Back in the saddle with a chance to catch his breath as he lays down next to a rock. This section of Taylor Creek proving to be a very challenging section for a large number of the riders today. This rider number 69. And this rider making it look easy with a yeehaw and a tip over at the end. That yeehaw was a little early. We're here at the Nugget Cafe in the Taylor Park store catching up with Chris Carter and Malcolm Smith. Sounds like one of you guys is having some problems today.
Yeah, his name's Bill Mucho Wheeler, and he's ridden all over the world. He's never broken down. He delivers wheelchairs all over Central America by himself. Free. And on like a, what is it, BMW?
Yep.
And yeah, he's ridden thousands of miles, and now he breaks down here with all us guys.
So what kind of a plan have you guys got for him?
I don't know. We'll figure something out. We have another bike back at Snowmass, so maybe we can get him back there tonight and he can pick up that bike and ride the rest of the week.
Malcolm, you got anything old over at the ranch?
Yeah, I got an XR100. It'd be perfect for Bill. It's just right over the hill here.
We better get the chase crew right on that.
This is a little bit of a problem with Sidewinder man coming across.
Deep water. His legs aren't long enough.
He got short legs is what happens.
To my waist.
You know, he does a pretty good backstroke down there.
Oh, is that right?
My name's Tom Nepple. I'm from Colorado Springs.
How was your first day at the 500?
It was awesome yesterday. Great day. Good weather, good trails.
Bruce Lowry doing real well. We had a real good ride, except for towards the tail end there at Deadman. I went swimming there.
How deep is that water out there?
Oh, it wasn't real deep, but it was awful cold.
We're here just to welcome all the riders, and it's just going great.
Welcome. Here we are at day 2.
just outside of Gunnison at our lunch stop, and we got quite a crowd already. Had a lot of guys through here, a lot of guys telling some pretty exciting stories about what's happened on the trails already today. And now we'll be able to continue on to the day after everybody gets a full belly and just having a great old time.
All right.
Yesterday, my 2 best days of riding ever in Colorado, and I've been here for 20 years. And the weather was perfect. Lily Pond Trail and was absolutely perfect, and so was the Spur Trail.
It's excellent. A lot of fun. A little dusty, but manageable. Great ride, great weather, temperature's good, and great group of guys.
Ben with the Laguna Beach Landsliders. So just having a great time. Glad we're back again. I think this is my 6th year. Scott Birch's 8th year, and I think we got about 12 guys with us this year. Having a great time. Thank you very much, Wally. Appreciate it.
My name is Eric Nelson. This is my rookie year, and I'd like to not only thank Wally, but thank my sponsor, Ben Greenwood. Having a great time.
Tom Kirby from Fort Collins, and just had a good day out on the trail with the guys.
We're having a wonderful time, and we're looking forward to getting into Uri tonight, and everyone hope they have a good trip, a good safe trip.
Guys ready?
Down here and right and go up a trail. There might be guys coming down it. I don't think they'll be that far along, but they might be.
Did you get enough road this morning?
Yeah, I've had enough road. Probably have to do a little more before we get to Alpine.
That's on camera. Uh-oh.
There's a photo. Woo!
I got it. Welcome to the Colorado 500. How's your ride going?
It's going pretty good.
All right, here's the guys that have just been playing with the Alpine. What's everybody think?
Woohoo! Awesome.
Yeah. Did a little bulldogging down the hill just now.
You know, I only went off the trail about 3 inches. Before I knew it, it was 8 feet.
So how was yesterday's ride?
It was good. It was a challenge. We did Alpine Trail, and I used to be able to do it without stopping, and now I have to stop and kind of help the bike around some of the tight corners. And we had a good time, though.
My thigh found a rock, that's for sure. But today is to hill you ride.
John Clark from Westmoreland, New Hampshire.
Eric Clark from Westmoreland.
Their grandfather is back at the hotel because Eric used him for traction yesterday.
Hi, my name's Neil Seidner, and this is the 3rd year I'm running in the Colorado 500. I don't think you can find better riding anywhere in the world than right here in this event.
the top of Imogene Pass, and I bet nobody's ever seen an elephant on the top of Imogene Pass before, but we have an orange elephant on the top of Imogene Pass. It came via Black Bear, and here it is right here. He has no words for what has happened in the last 20 miles because he's regrouping before we head down the bottom of the hill. But Don, can you grunt out anything for us?
Here we are. A few hours ago we got to talk to Don, and he could only grunt out one word. Now he's caught and he's got his breath. And Don, what do you got to look forward to for the rest of the day?
Downhill.
We're taking bets that this particular unit is going to be on the trailer, and tomorrow you will be riding what?
I'll be riding my sponsored green bike. Thank you very much.
That's it from the top of the hill. We're headed down. See you in the morning.
Catching up with another one of our riders on the trail. Sir, you're all the way from Cambridge, England?
That's correct, yes. My name's Tom Robinson.
Well, it's great to have you back. You probably get the Long Distance Travel Award for riders on the 500.
If there is such a thing, perhaps, yeah.
About midway down Imogene Pass, a tricky water crossing to cool everybody off after a great day of riding. Everybody picking the deepest spot. There's rocks over there. This rider going to drag his boots and clean them through the river. That's an interesting approach. Going for the tiptoe approach at first and then powering through. No problem for these two riders.
Jason Elliott from Colorado Springs.
I noticed you're walking with a little bit of a limp there.
Yeah, I twisted my ankle a little bit yesterday.
So what's the story?
Oh, I was riding down the trail and ran out of talent. Crashed.
I'm Shannon Sawyer, Fort Collins, Colorado. I'm Tom Sawyer, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No relation, of course, right?
He's my dad. Ed Beaumont, Woodland Park, Colorado.
It's the first time you've got me and I haven't been upside down.
Catching up with Joe McCameron, and I know you're part of Wolfman's crew, but you've lost your rookie.
I've lost my rookie. That's a big mistake. Somewhere I lost him on corkscrew, and I'm going to go back and hope I don't get run over trying to find him.
Mark Morelli out of Boulder, Colorado, and Peter Sherman, also from Boulder, Colorado.
Bit of a warm-up coming up, but yeah, beautiful day. Psyched to be out here. Good people, great riding. I'm really, really looking forward to next year.
How about you, Peter? I know you're not a rookie, but when are you going to drag along one of your buddies?
When I get some faster guys to go with my dad.
That's the scoop from up on top of Hurricane Pass. We're catching up with Jim Bensberg up here on top of Hurricane Pass. And Jim, it's a beautiful day as we look at the lake below us. Boy, we sure want to do everything we can to keep these trails open so this ride can continue. Tell us a little bit about the TPA.
Mark, I've been riding the Colorado 500 now for 10 years, and you see these trails and all of these passes, they're open by virtue of the old Legal Defense Fund. Now it's called the Trails Preservation Alliance, started by Don Riggle. The new and improved version, it's tax deductible. Boys, if you're from California, Texas, New York, New Hampshire, you've got to donate to the TPA to keep these trails open.
Thanks a lot, Jim. I know that you and Don and the rest of your crew have just been instrumental in getting this thing rolling, and we do got to keep it rolling. These are public lands that everybody should have access to, and we thank you for your efforts, sir.
Well, if we don't do it, no one else will. So, boys, give till it hurts.
Sign up, guys. You heard it right here from the Mile High Mouth. Catching up with one of our many riders. Your name, sir?
Kevin Witt.
And we understand you're having a bit of an adventure with a flat rear tire today. What's the lowdown?
Yeah, well, you know, after a tube and 2 patches and 3 changes, we finally realized that there was a nail sticking in the tire and it wasn't a pinch flat.
How's the ride been so far?
Oh, it's been epic. We've got about 500 miles in here at the start of day 4, so we've definitely getting our money's worth and having a good time.
Folks, my name's Mark Woodward. I'm the Mile High Mouth, and I'm the official on-the-road commentator for us. Could you tell us who you are and where you're from?
I'm Gail Leach from Parker, Colorado.
Carol Cito from Houston, Texas, and Frisco, Colorado.
Jim Cito from Houston, Texas, and Frisco, Colorado.
Well, I imagine our boys will probably want to make you honorary members of Team Texas because we got a whole contingent comes up from that state. Has everybody been treating you good on the trails today, folks?
Very good.
It's been great. We've just enjoyed seeing you guys have a good time.
Well, today, gang, we did things just a little differently. We came back up Corkscrew Pass to Animas Forks and decided to come back up over the top of Engineers Pass just to get a little different view on everything. As we look back up on the divide, you can see one of the many Toyota Tundras that have been out here this week taking care of business as they have provided once again the chase vehicles for the Colorado 500. We always enjoy stopping on top of these beautiful passes. I can't even tell you how many 12,000 plus passes we've been over this week on the Colorado 500. Be sure to support the Trails Preservation Alliance so we can continue to use these great lands on Wally Dallenbach's Colorado 500 Charity Ride of Champions.
Where are you headed next?
Hey, sports fans. Fresh off of Cinnamon, headed up around Powderhorn. Gonna take the long way for the burrito.
We're checking in midday here on day number 4. We've just left Lake City and we've headed up Slumgullion Pass. We're gonna give the Cannibal Plateau another try.
Well, here we are, day 5, heading back to Snowmass for the banquet tonight, and everybody's excited. Had 5 days of great weather, and we've had a lot of good times along the way, and we just hope all our guys can get in and have a great evening and cap this off as probably one of the best events we've ever had.
I'm Chris Carter from Motion Pro in California.
What do you think so far about the spirit of the 500?
Oh, it's fantastic. And, you know, I've been fortunate enough to ride with some of these guys before over the years, but I've never had an opportunity to do the event, just haven't had the time, and I really regret not doing this, you know, years past. So it's fantastic.
The reception that you receive in all of the cities and the towns that the people really appreciate us coming in and spending our money there, and the charities seem to be well appreciated.
So Malcolm, you know, there's so many young riders that just look up to you and they want to be like you. Give us some pearls for those young guys.
Pearls for the young guys. The throttle is a rheostat, not an on-off switch. You roll it on, you don't backhand it, whiskey throttle we call it.
Okay.
And line picking and all the physics of riding. You know, what you can straighten out and what rocks you can go straight over and what ones you can't. And
outstanding.
A lot of riding is mental. You do a lot of processing in your brain, and that's an important part of it.
What do you see as the spirit of the 500, the driving force that brings you back and ties you into these guys?
Camaraderie with all the fellows you ride with. I mean, it's just great. Let alone the scenery is just perfect, you know, it couldn't be better.
What is the spirit that you found of the Colorado 500?
Probably all the friendships. I mean, there's a lot of people here, and at the time you have 300 plus people that all like the same thing, you can't beat it. It's been fun. It's been met a lot of good people.
Let's hear from Greg about the spirit of the 500 and what brought him along today.
Just the camaraderie. All these people, Malcolm, boy, the history of the sport, LR, and I've been trying to get in for 13 years, but boy, this is a group of people that just puts it down all day long, sleeps, gets up, and do it again. It was fun. Thanks.
This is Mark Woodward, the voice of the Colorado 500, and I'm here today with the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. Don Riggle. Mr. Riggle, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I hope them boys don't run out of talent today.
You heard it here, live from Mark Woodward on the Colorado 500. Have a good day.
Just wondering if on any chance on Monday morning when I stalled my bike at Taylor and got off and pushed it through what I thought was the hard part with my fanny pack hanging down around my ankles, is there any chance we could not have that on the film?
Just give me a couple words on the spirit. Who's up?
Oh man, I would say that it's giving back. You know, for as old as I am, it's time.
How old is that?
69.
God bless you.
And still riding good with my Team Texas buddies. It's just been wonderful. Everything's been great. Great weather.
What is the spirit of the 500? What has it shown to you so far?
Family.
That's a pretty good word.
Everybody's, you feel like you're part of a big family. By the second day, I felt like I'd made friends for life. I'm on my wife's bike this year, so hopefully I can get my own.
Green KLR?
You got it.
It's not a KLR, is it?